All right, cheers, Jamie. Yeah, so at present, I'm leading alongside the watch manager with the current cohort of apprentices, so cohort number 5. So I'm heavily involved with their development, and you'll be coming along on the same progression path as they are at the moment. So we're here tonight to talk about the role-related tests and the tests that are involved to get into the apprenticeship scheme. Has anyone encountered the test before? Is this your first time? Feel free to put your mics on and just shout up. You know, it's an open forum. We can all discuss it.
Yes, first time.
First time? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
First time.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
Would be
I've got a
first
few
time,
attempts.
I've done similar tests before.
Okay.
For the fire-based service.
Right, okay, yeah.
Just got someone new joined the group as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right, good. So the way tonight's going to run, okay, it's a quick introduction session to the role-related tests. Okay, there will be 6 tests that we undertake. We've created a nice little video for you, and we've borrowed one from another service as well from one of the stations. So we'll go through each scenario. We'll pause it at certain points, and we'll give you a chance to ask questions around any of the sessions and the scenarios that are shown for you. Any issues that you may have, feel free just to speak up and ask the questions. It's an open forum for you to speak, ask any questions before you come up. It gives you an introduction to the day, how it's run, so that when you come, we understand that you'll be nervous in the first place, and it just gives you a bit of an understanding on what's going to happen on the day. Okay, so everyone happy with that?
Also, on each stage as well, what we'll do, we'll give you a brief description of what we'll be actually explaining to you on the day as well, just so you're aware.
Yeah, so each session has a strict set of guidelines that we mark you against. Okay, those guidelines, just listen to the instructors and what they're asking of you. Okay, if you're not sure, you have plenty of times before you undertake the actual assessment to ask questions and clear up any areas that you're not too sure of and things, especially around the ladder climb. There's certain ways that we expect you to climb the ladder, and obviously if you don't follow those ways, it's not giving the best impression to the instructors that are there. So just make sure that you're listening in, and we'll get any misconceptions out of the way for tonight. And then at the end of the night, we'll give you a chance just to ask any open questions at all. Ask around general life in the fire service, what training's like, and anything else. Okay, everyone happy with that, guys? Yeah.
Yep.
Good stuff. Jamie, anything to add?
No, I think you've pretty much hit everything on the head, mate.
Right.
Just alongside that as well, we'll give you a few little pointers about things to expect on each test. Just what's expected of you when you turn up to do your role-related tests as well, and a few little pointers of anywhere we can help you as well. Up to you, Matt.
All right, good stuff. So I'm just going to change windows now. Jamie, have we got a blank screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to show you a little video now. We'll be pausing it at certain points, and I'll be jumping back into the call. So you're going to see a nice, lovely Yorkshireman talking to you now, and then we'll cut it off for you. Okay.
You've got that on mute, Matt.
I can't hear him.
Right. Okay. Let me go back. As you can tell, I'm a technical whiz. We'll start over. Can we hear that now?
That's it, mate.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Hello and welcome to County Drummadale and Fire and Rescue Service Service Training Centre. My name is Crew Manager Matt Potter. I'm one of the core instructors here at the Service Training Centre. I'm going to talk to you today about the role-related test for the apprenticeship scheme and the 6 stations you have to pass in order to progress in the apprenticeship scheme. Okay, so the first test that we're going to talk about is the casualty evacuation. Okay. Am I back on screen now? Is that me back, Jamie? Yeah?
I think you can just leave it as it is. You can just keep saying it, yeah.
No, it's boring just looking at the screen. It's best looking at me. Okay. Yeah, so these tests, they're not generally in the particular order that you will encounter them, but you will encounter all 6 as you go through. So the casualty evacuation test is basically as it is. It's to test that you will be able to rescue a casualty, given either a casualty member of the public or one of your colleagues went down injured. Okay, and this is to test your upper and lower body strength and endurance. Okay, the course is set out over 30 meters around the cones, and you will be guided back by the instructor. Okay, you will be asked to brace the dummy by the handle on the back of the neck, and then using your leg muscles and your back, you will stand up and drag the casualty in a controlled manner around the course. Okay, you will go through 3 turns. All right, you will be guided by the instructor, so you don't have to worry about getting lost, basically. Okay, we're looking for a nice controlled drag. Okay, so we're not looking for you starting to run around. Okay, because we don't want to cause injury to ourselves and possibly fall over. Just nice and controlled, big deep breaths and a good pull round. So we're back on, Jamie?
Yep, just ready for you to press play, bud.
Okay, so this is the example of the test now.
So, take this one, Matt.
Sorry?
Do you want me to talk about the next one?
No, it's like, well, just any questions around that little station there? No, it's pretty self-explanatory, and like I say, you will be guided around by the instructor. You are expected to move the casualty beyond the end of the cone and place down. Okay, there is a time limit. Okay, so it's not a dawdle. Okay, it's a nice brisk walk under control. Okay, we don't tell you the time to aim for because we don't want you to aim for the bare minimum. Okay, we want you to do it the best as you can, but nice and controlled. Everyone happy with that, guys? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Good. The weight of the casualty, if you bear with me, I believe is 50 kilos. Okay. Obviously, that's not a full lifting from the floor. As you can see, the legs are on the floor. All right. Am I still coming through? Because I've got an error message there, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm still saving, bud.
Yeah, can you hear me as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. So yeah, I believe they done it to be 50 kilos, but it's not on the forms. So if anybody has any issues around that, I will clear that up for you and I will get the information. Just contact me directly. Okay. So the next one we're going to look at is the ladder lift simulation. Okay. So Jamie, do you want to just talk through this one?
Yeah. So the purpose of the ladder lift simulator is basically to prove that you've got upper and lower body strength and coordination to be able to lift a ladder to a required height and then lower it safely under control. So the way we ask for you to do that is to start a lift using an underhand grip. lifting, driving the bar through your up into the air, changing your hands over once you've got that into the air, pushing the ladder up to reach your set mark. Once you've got that under control, you'll then lower it back down again to a resting position. You must not squat when you're starting the lift, and you initially start with a set weight before increasing that weight to reach the required standard. Someone's gone.
We've lost one. Okay. Yeah, so like Jamie said there, we start off with 5 kilos on the bar. Okay. And that's just to get you into the technique. Okay. So like Jamie said, it's not a squat. It's literally a shoulder press. So from there and just straight up with your shoulders. Okay. Don't be trying to use your legs and drive up. All right. So it's just a nice shoulder press. It is 5 kilos to start with. Okay. Then we move up to 15 kilos. And what we're looking for is you pick the bar up, you do a nice safe transition, and you lift, hold, and then back down again in a controlled manner. Okay? So we'll show you the video, and then it'll give you a little bit of a better idea. Okay, so nice and controlled. Did you see the little marks on the bar? Okay, so that's where we expect you to hold the bar in between. Okay, and that will give you the lift weight that we require. All right. Everyone happy with that one? Give us a thumbs up or shout out. Any questions on there?
Can I ask?
All good.
Please.
Yes, yes, feel free.
In which way could I replicate doing this sort of test in a gym environment, since I wouldn't have access to that sort of equipment?
Yeah, so if you're in the gym, just the Smith machine, a Nautilus machine, yeah, and just a straight shoulder press from there, okay?
Right.
Or just using the Olympic bar, you know, for the bench press, lifting that from the floor to about on the kind of deadlift to waist, and then just like a clean jerk. Okay. The bar itself, an Olympic bar is 20 kilos, so just the bar itself would suffice to pass this test.
Was it not like 50 kilo you said we'd be lifting, or no, that's the dummy?
Oh, that's the casualty drag, the dummy. Yeah, and don't forget, with the casualty drag, the 50 kilos, you won't be lifting the full weight of that, okay? You'll be moving the full weight, but you'll actually be bracing about 2/3 of that, okay? So about 35 kilos, okay? And just remember, manual handling, okay? So lift with your legs, the big muscles, yeah, your backside and things. Keep your back nice and straight. Try not to bend over and lift with your back. That's where injuries are going to happen.
Right. I couldn't remember the weight because I've not done these tests in a wee while.
No, it's absolutely fine. Like I said, this is an open forum for you to ask as many questions as you like. All right. We're here until you've exhausted all your questions, basically. There's no time frame on tonight. So if you want to ask us 100 questions, ask us 100 questions. Okay. There's no issues at all. It's giving you a sound understanding of what to expect on the day, so that when you come, you understand you'll be nervous. You're not going to be like the rabbit in the headlights, okay, without an idea. You can see in the videos as well, this is all being done in fire kit. Okay, so we're not 100% sure at the moment if you're going to be replicating the test in fire kit or using overalls because of COVID. Okay, our last cohort of apprentices, they did them in overalls because of COVID. Okay, so we can't be using all the fire kit and sent away for washing all the times. We need it for emergency response. But with COVID, well, we believe on the downside, we may be doing it in fire kit, but you'll be provided with a minimum of overalls, boots, gloves, and a helmet to perform all the tests in. So before you come for the tests, we'll ask you for your sizes and things, and generally go a size up because they are quite small fitting. Any issues around that, guys?
Will we be wearing like shorts or like gym gear underneath the overalls?
Yeah, so you can wear jogging bottoms, you can wear shorts, whichever you feel more comfortable in. Jamie, did you just pick that question up there from Abby? I believe it was.
I haven't made 2 seconds. I will do.
Let me see that. I'm not the fittest person to struggle with it. What do you recommend? Don't mind me asking. So, what were Abby? Okay. I don't know if you can put. Can you just put your mic on? Just say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Abby. You all right? Okay, yeah. So, if you're not the fittest person, okay, it is quite a physically demanding job. Okay, so I'd say get some training done, and it's a mixture of strength and cardio training at the same time. Okay, so get yourself out for a couple of runs, out on your bike and things, and just try pick up a few weights in the gym if you can do. Concentrate on just like a total body workout rather than one specific area, because you will be using all the muscles in your body around these tests and going on to your future careers possibly. You'll have to maintain that all the way through. Does that help out at all, or?
Yeah, it does help. I'm quite strong when it comes to my upper strength and obviously my legs, but the rest of my body I'm not so strong in.
Right, okay, yeah. So, like I say, just work on those areas of weakness then. So if you know you've got a weak area, try and work on that one. I mean, obviously, as you can see from me, I'm quite a big bloke, okay? So running's not my forte, okay? But I've been in the service now for nearly 15 years, so I've conditioned myself to being work fit, okay? And just because you're able to do a quick 5K on the treadmill or outside doesn't mean that when you've got the fire kit on, the BA set on your back, that fitness will be replicated. You know, you will become institutionally fit as you come through the service. But these tests are designed to see the bare minimum standard that you can meet. Does that answer your question, Abby?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay.
Just going off what Matt was saying as well, although it is physical, it's also can be mental as well. So don't give up. If you feel like it's getting too hard, if you can keep pushing that extra little bit, just keep pushing it, pushing. It still goes a long way, showing that extra bit of effort that you can put in.
Sometimes people might not meet the mark, but if they show that they've got the spirit and the aptitude that we see that we're wanting as firefighters, that may just tip them over the edge. Okay, so give it your all. Okay, you will get loads of encouragement from the instructors and the bystanders that come and watch. So it's not just the instructors that go through the test with you. It might be someone from our senior leadership team. So you might get Chief Fire Officer Stuart Errington coming down to have a look at the new cohort of apprentices that are potentially coming through, okay, and running the station for the day. You might get the head of HR. All right. So when you come down, nice and polite. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. All that stuff. It'll hold you in really good esteem. It will. Happy? Yep.
Yeah.
Any more questions before we could progress on to the next test? No. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, so the next test, confined space test. Okay, so obviously as firefighters, we're going to be entering into dark spaces, confined spaces, as it says there, and wearing large amounts of equipment. Okay, and this is to basically give you an understanding of what it's like wearing the self-contained breathing apparatus mask. Okay. So you will have a mask placed onto your face. It will restrict your breathing a little bit, but it simulates what it's like when you're wearing a BA set. Okay, when you're wearing a BA set, let's be mindful of conserving the air, so we can go in there, perform tasks, and get out on time and things. So yeah, you will have a face mask on. You will crawl through the crawl space. They will go up, down, left, right. There'll be little half bits that are cut off as well, and you have to find your way through. When you get to the end, the instructor will greet you, and then they will place an obscuration mask over your face mask, and it will go pitch black. And what we'll do is we'll place you back into position, and then you will carry on through and find your way out the way that you came in. Okay, we're looking for you to be calm, not rushing things. If you do, there's one route in, one route out, so you can't really get lost in there. Okay, I say can't. I've seen people get lost in there, but you should just be able to follow one route in and one route out. There's no dead ends or anything like that. Okay, it's literally a one line path. When you're going down a level, it's feet first. Okay, so reach around with your hand, identify that it drops down, scoot yourself round, drop your feet down, and go down feet first. Okay, and it's looking for you to be confident and safe at the same time. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll play the video and then we'll answer any questions at the end. As you can see there, they're crawling through with the face mask on, good clear vision. There's a half point there to get under and manipulate around. As you can see there, stuff is dropping down with the feet, nice and controlled. We've got to manipulate all these obstacles, nice and safe. If we need coming in, and we're placing the face mask over. This did take about 5 minutes to get on because it's really awkward. Okay, so we've placed it back into the ready position. So you're just going to find a way through now. Okay, just feeling around with the hands. Identifying all those features, so she's not banging her head or anything like that. Nice and controlled. Feeling around. Will feel like best identify level. Nice. Making sure she's going back down to travel. Through the half one. If you're running about the size of the holes, I can fit through, and I'm a pretty big bloke, so don't worry about the size of the holes. You will fit through. Especially coming towards the end now. Hand on the helmet. End of the test. Everyone happy with that one? This tends to catch quite a few people out. Sometimes when people put the mask on and they get their vision obscured, they might have a little panic. Okay, if you feel like you're panicking there, okay, just put your hand up, say for real. Okay, the instructor will step in and guide you to safety. Okay. Anybody got any concerns around the confined space test? No. Okay.
Is it timed?
Is it timed? Yes, it is timed. Okay. So it's timed from the moment that you come in unobscured to getting to the instructor. If the instructor's struggling to put your face mask on, the time will be paused. Okay. and then you'll be turned around, placed into the exit position, okay, and the time will restart, and the time will stop when the instructor's hand touches on top of the helmet. We're not going to tell you the time, okay? There's plenty of time to do it. It's just looking for nice and controlled. And again, we're not looking for you meeting just that minimum standard. We're looking for nice and quick. If we feel like you're falling behind, yeah, you need to speed things up, we will give you a bit of a, let's get a move on, okay? So we won't just stand by and watch your time tick away, all right? We will give you instructions of, you need to pick up the pace a little bit, you need to move on a little bit. Happy with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions, guys, before we move on? No, good stuff. So next one is the ladder climb. Okay, Jamie, if you want to take over this one.
Yeah, so obviously, like everyone see, it's pretty self-explanatory. Next test we're going to be discussing is the ladder climb. So to successfully complete this test, you are required to show confidence and apply the correct technique to climb a ladder. So what we ask is that you're going to climb 2/3 of its height. There will be a mark on the ladder of the point where you do have to reach. Once you have made it up to that point, you're going to take a leg lock, which you'll be shown and demonstrated at the bottom of the ladder and have the opportunity to practice first. Once you've done that, you'll release both hands, outstretch your arms, and look down and identify either a symbol or a word or letter, whatever's been shown on the bottom of on the ground. Once done, you'll have to put your hands back onto the ladder again, successfully lift your legs back out and climb back down to the ladder, listening to the commands that you're given at all times. That's one of the most important things that I can stress about this test, that you listen to instructions. So there'll be occasions where you're told not to put your hands or not to put your feet. Take that on board, and you shouldn't have any issues at all on this. On the ladder climb as well, you will be fitted with a fall arrest harness, so you're not just going to be going up there without any protection, if that makes sense. Is everybody happy with that?
Yeah, good. So
Yes, thank you.
A couple of things to watch out on this one. Okay, so when you climb the ladder, what we want to see is, we don't want to see like window cleaners just running up the ladder. All right. What we want to see is when your your right arm moves, your right leg moves at the same time. Okay. So it's left, right, up the ladder. You don't hold the strings of the ladder. So the strings is a big beam down the outside. We want hands on the round, okay, where your feet go. So when you go up, it's left, right, or right, left. At the bottom of the ladder, there's a big yellow bar that's called the jack beam, okay? That is not your first point of contact onto the ladder. Your first point of contact onto the ladder is the bottom round. So do not step onto the yellow jack beam, okay? That will be highlighted to you as you start the test. The leg lock is quite a technical maneuver, okay? If you want to practice 4 or 5 times before you carry out the full assessment, feel free, okay? We will describe the leg lock to you, okay? But once you undertake your assessment, we cannot intervene and tell you what to do, okay? So practice the leg lock, all right? You'll get as many tries as you like, all right? If you need to try it 10 times to get your head around it, do it 10 times. Just when you do your assessment, make sure that you're 100% sure of the technique that we're looking for. When you're coming back down the ladder, you'll hear 2 commands. You will hear pause and step in. Pause is not pause, so don't stop, okay? Pause are a feature on the ladder that lock the extensions together, okay? And what it is when you're coming down, if you kept your feet in the same position, you would hit the pause and you'd slide down the ladder and come off. So when you hear pause, move your feet into the ladder a little bit, so move them closer together, okay? And when you hear step in, you are transferring from one extension to another one. So if you put your foot straight down, you wouldn't touch anything. You have to like step inwards to step on the next round. And then when you're coming off the ladder, same as getting on. Do not step onto the yellow jack beam. Bottom round, you'll get a call of 3, 2, 1, and then step back. Step clear of the jack beam. The fall arrest harness will get into the way. It will bang on the back of your helmet, but it's a safety feature that we have to put in place for you. 2/3 the height of the ladder. Okay, the ladder is 13.5 meters. Okay, so 2/3 of that. Anybody good at maths, you can figure it out. Okay, there are 2 yellow marks on the ladder, which you will be expected to reach. If you do not reach the yellow marks, it is a fail. If you go past the yellow marks, it's not a fail. Okay, but you're just making life harder for yourself. Like Jamie said, we will show you a card at the bottom. So when you've got the leg lock on, you'll raise your arms out to the side, look down, and then you will shout out the word, symbol, colour, number that's on the card. Everyone clear on that, guys?
Just so everyone is aware as well, it is also a timed exercise as well. So there is a time on it that you have to try and achieve the climb and back down again in.
As long as you're not dawdling, you'll be absolutely fine. What we're looking for is just plenty of confidence, okay? Getting on the ladder, getting up there, and getting the leg lock in. So we'll show you the video, and we might pause it at certain points. You can see the yellow jack beam there. Just holding on to the rounds. Yeah, don't hold on to the side part. That little feature there, we've just gone past. Pause it and see it. There. Can you see my mouse cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that bit there, that's one of the pawls. Okay. So like I said, if you just put your foot straight down, you wouldn't hit the round. So when you hear pawls, you move your feet in the ladder. And then the next one down is the stepping for the extension transfer. So if it's climbing the ladder there, it's reached the desired height, which is now going to adopt the leg lock. What we're looking for is confidence here. Okay? Just release your arms, look down, shout out what the symbol that we're showing in the card. We've been asked to unhook the leg lock, get ourselves back into the ready position, and then come down. So coming down now, should get 3, 2, 1, and then step away.
Is everybody happy with that test, what we've just seen? Does anybody have any questions at all?
I mean, we can describe the leg lock to you if you want, but I'm sure when you turn up on the day, you'll have forgotten it all. Okay, so like I say, take as many practices as you want on the day. All right, it is quite a technical maneuver. For those that aren't quite that flexible or got big feet, okay, we don't expect you to hook your whole foot around the round. You can just get your heel in, okay? As long as you make a secure platform, that's all we're after. Any questions, guys? I think we covered everything there, haven't we? Yeah? All right, cool. Jamie, did you see what was popping up next?
Equipment assembly.
Equipment assembly. Awesome. Brilliant. So the equipment assembly is done, again, in your gloves and your helmet. This is where we want you to really listen again, okay? So all the equipment is laid out on the board with an outline around it. And what we want is that all the pictures will be on the wall, and you will go through and you will build the piece of equipment as per the set out pictures on the wall, okay? You will build it up, you will present it to the instructor will check it, and then ask you to disassemble, and basically you do the opposite of what you just made it on. When you put the equipment down, place the equipment back into the outlined space, okay, in the correct position. Yeah, it's a pretty simple test, okay. Again, it's timed, but it's not Don't be trying to screw it on like you're trying to get the lid off your first beer of the night. Okay, it's just nice and controlled, nice and confident, and just listen to the instructions. Okay, guys.
If, sorry,
Go on. Yeah, no, go on.
if the, obviously once you have completed it, if the instructor was to say anything that wasn't correct, what you'll probably find is that you'll be referred to go back to picture 2, for example. If that's the part that you've got wrong, at that point you'll then have to relook at the picture again and make them adjustments until it is correct.
Yeah. So just make sure that if you've got a thread and something that you need to screw on, that the thread is fully screwed down. Okay. And likewise, when you take it off, it's fully unscrewed. We'll apologise for this video. This isn't our video. This was acquired from another service. So obviously it won't be as good as County Durham's, but it shows you the test that we've got in place. Okay, so we'll play the video. So this is exactly the same piece of equipment that you'll be assembling. You can see all the pictures on the wall there. The pictures will be numbered as to the stages of which you need to build the piece of equipment. That piece of equipment there, make sure you put it on the right way. When you're putting the pin there, guys, as well, make sure that the amount of holes is the same as what's on the wall.
We got someone with their hands up there, I think.
Well, I'll answer the question after the video, Jamie.
Yeah.
Just make a note of who it is, please.
Yeah, it's Kai.
See how he's orientating everything around to the correct positions. Be careful with this one as well. Try not to drop it, damage it. I'd say it's all under control that we're after. There we go. Test complete. Okay, so who's that with the hand up?
Kai.
Kai, yeah.
Question.
Kai, if you want to unmute your mic, fire away. You want to, Kai, if we can't hear, do you want to just type your question into the chat?
Yeah, it's came through there now. Oh no, that's Abby.
Yeah.
What type of equipment is that? That's not mad.
It's a piece of equipment in the service that we asked you to put together. Total honesty, cards on the table. I've never seen that piece of equipment again in the service. Okay, it's an old jack that we put in place. Okay, you see the cable that went into it, piece number 9. Yeah, that provides hydraulic fluid and it moves up and down. But yeah, full disclosure, never seen it in my 15 years in the service. The last time that I saw it was on the last recruitment day. And the time before that was on my recruitment day. Okay, but around the service, there are pieces of equipment that need placing together that you will be expected to be able to do under control and under pressure. Okay, even things like your BA set. Okay, there's finite things that you need to do on your manipulate on your BA sets, and obviously it's under a time of intense pressure. Kai, we'll try and answer your question again if you just want to try again, mate. No, okay. Abby, I've probably not answered your question for you, but you're happy with the explanation? Abby, if you want to give us a thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Abby.
cool. Awesome.
Has anybody else got any questions before we progress on to the last and final stage?
No. Good. Right. The last test could be your first test, but this is the hardest one. Okay. This is physically demanding. Okay. It's a test of your fitness, your strength, and most of all, your attitude. Okay. Because what we're wanting is, if you are struggling, to push on. Okay. And like I said, sometimes if you're not quite at the mark, yeah, that positive attitude might push you over. If you're one of these people who just comes along, goes for the bare minimum just to scrape through, you might get a really good time. If you're not performing to the standards and the high expectations that we've got, that might not give you a pass automatically. All right. It's all about your attitude as well and your commitment to what you're doing. Oh, we've got one leaving. Okay. We'll just give her a second, see if she joins back up. There she is.
Yeah, she's been admitted. She's back.
Okay. Are you back with us?
You got it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. All right. We know technology drops in and out. It does. Okay. Technology is brilliant when it works. Okay. So yeah, we're just saying it's a test of your character, is this as well? Okay. So plenty of it. All right. So the equipment carry test, you will get various pieces of equipment to move along a 25-meter course. Okay. When we say a 25-meter course, there will be cones laid out. We expect you to pass beyond the cone. Okay. So unlike the bleep test, where you just put your toe on the line, okay, we expect you to pass the cone, turn round and come back. When you are carrying equipment, you cannot run. Okay, it is a fast paced out walk when you are carrying equipment. The only piece of equipment that you can run with is the yellow hose reel. Okay, and that is a nice fast run out. Okay, and place the equipment beyond the line of the cones. Okay, you will run out the hose reel. You will then do some shuttle sprints. Okay, you will then pick up lengths of hose which are secured. So we've got nice, convenient carry handles for you. Okay, you will move them up and down the course. You will place them down at certain points. You will then pick up a suction hose and basket. You will carry those up and down the course, place them down, more shuttles. Okay, and then you will pick up a barbell which weighs 30 kilos, I believe, Jamie.
I think so, mate. 25 to 30 kilos, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. When we go through the video, I'll read my notes and I will double check on the weight for you. And it'll be 4 shuttles to finish. You will not be expected to remember the sequence of events. Okay. So as you're going through, the instructor will give you plenty of notice as to what will be happening next. Okay. So when you run your hose reel out, the instructor will tell you, right, run back 3 shuttles. When you then on your 3rd shuttle, as you're running back, the instructor will say to you, on this one, you're going to pick up both hose reels by the handles and walk up and down. Okay, so don't bog yourself down about having to think about the sequence. The instructor will have the notes in front of them and they will guide you through. Okay, you will get plenty of encouragement. This is a timed station. If you are getting close to your time, so if you're halfway through and you're falling behind a little bit, the instructor will tell you to pick up the pace. We will not just idly stand by and watch you let time tick away. All right. We will push you on. Okay. And this is where the strength of your character comes through. Okay. If you're really feeling the effects of the cardio, okay, and you need a bit of a spur on, we will give you all the encouragement that you need. We may even run next to you and tell you to keep up with us. Okay. If we're doing 15 of these a day, we do get pretty tired. Okay. Everyone happy with that, guys? Okay. We will go through the video.
What's the distance on the shuttle, Matt?
It's 25 meters. 25 meters. It is the course. So one shuttle there and back is 50 meters. Okay. Yes, mate. Go on, Callum.
See the lengths of hose.
Yes.
Is it lengths of 45 or 70 you're picking up, and what are the weight of those?
64 mil. Jamie, weight of a 64.
I'll get back to you on that one, Matt.
I'll tell you what, when the video's on, I will get on Google and I will find out for you. Okay. It will be around, I'd say 15 kilos in each hand, but they are tied off with cable ties. So the carry handles, you can pick them up nice and easy. You can get your hand underneath them.
Just when I learned about this length of 64 or 70, and that's what we used in Scottish Fire. I was told like when you use them in the test, around about double that, like 30 or something like that.
Right, it might be over two hands. It might be, but what we'll do is when the video's playing, Jamie, if you can just have a quick look on Google.
13.5 kilos.
13.5 kilos in each hand. There you go.
Right,
Okay.
no worries, thanks.
And we use 64 mil.
No worries.
Okay, so that's what will be in each hand. So it's like a farmer's walk, like the older strongmen up and down. Okay. Happy with that? Any more questions before we start the video?
Is it like ran individually?
Yes, so there'll be nobody else watching your station. So none of the other potential apprentices will be watching your station. You will just be, there's Kai. You will be on your own with the instructor. Okay, and the instructor will have like a scribe who like writes things down. Okay, what they'll be writing down is things like were they polite, did they have a good attitude? You know, if they come in and really cocky and a bit edgy and they're calling you mate and stuff like that, that's what we don't want. Okay, come in respectful, sir, no sir, staff, you know, things like that. It all goes towards like the scoring of you. Okay, you are scored. All right, there's no ifs or buts about it. You are competing against each other. All right, so we are looking for the best people on the day. Okay, and that day is for you to come and show us how good you are and the potential that you have to be firefighters. Happy with that? Has that answered your questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any more before we get started? No. Good. This video is quite lengthy because I believe it is the full test that Mr. Robinson undertakes. Okay. So we'll just play away. So you can see he's picking up the hose reel and he's being detailed off by myself. This piece of equipment you can run with, so you have to drive with your legs, okay? Driving all the way through, placing the equipment down beyond the cone. At this point, you can run, jog, sprint, whichever you like. 2 64mm hoses preset for you. Make yourself some good carry handles. Case this out on a fast walk, okay? Okay, it's not like you're walking the dog down the park, okay? What we're looking for is plenty of effort. Clearing that line between the cones. Taking big deep breath. Get that oxygen into you. So 4 shuttles with these, one in each hand. At the end of this shuttle, we're going to place one down on the floor and carry one at chest height. This is by the lugs, 2 little handles on the side, and this simulates hose running. Good shredded that walk. Place down on the floor and 3 shuttles. This is where you can make your time. Think that you're falling behind, pick up the pace a little bit, open those legs up, and run through. At the end of this, they'll pick up the suction hose, the basket, and the strainer. Get the suction hose pretty much central, okay? quite easy to get it off balance, which really affects your momentum. It's up and down 4 times. So we're told at the end of this one to place the equipment down on the floor, and then you've got 4 shuttle runs. Again, chance to make up a bit more time if he's falling behind. So at the end of this one, he's been told to pick up the barbell. Barbell, any grip that you like, guys. But what we want you to do is hold it at waist height. So he's gone for a double overhand grip there. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Double underhand, mixed grip, whichever that you like. Okay. If you need to alternate your grip, okay, halfway through, do it nice and controlled. Either place it down on the floor or come to a stop. This is the peak of the test now. Okay, this is where the combination of strength and cardio fitness all comes into play. This one is the last shuttle to place the equipment down on the floor in a controlled manner. So when you get to the end, even if you're absolutely shattered, please don't chuck the equipment off the floor. There you go.
Job done.
So those are the 6 stations. Okay. I can see Abby's typing the question. Okay, so just wait for her to finish typing. Anybody got any questions while Abby's typing? Yeah, go on, Callum.
Sorry for interrupting whoever that
No,
was.
it's all right. I'll call you out. Andrew, I'll get to you afterwards. Apologies.
Is it done? I know the test is timed. Is it done by the National Fire Service standards of like, I think it's about 11 minutes or something like that?
No, so that's the full firefighter test. Okay, so that is an alternative to the Chester walk test that the whole-time firefighter will do. This initial one is literally half of that, because the full firefighter fitness test involves certain aspects of putting BA sets on and the hose running. You don't have those skills yet, so we can't test you fairly against them. Okay. So this is just a generic test to introduce you to the various pieces of equipment, okay? But it is timed, okay? Again, we don't give you the time because we don't want you to hit for bare minimum, but it is it's a tough test, okay? You will be blowing at the end of it. You will fill your lungs a little. That answer that question for you, Callum?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Andrew, sorry, Andrew Price, you had a question before I rudely cut you off.
No, it's fine. I was just wondering, do you find out straight away if it pass or fail on the day?
No.
You will be contacted afterwards.
No. Right.
But you will have a good gauging on the day of how you've performed.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. Time frame afterwards. Again, I can't comment because if you're the first people undertaking the tests, we allow everyone to undertake the tests before we notify everyone. Okay. So if you come on first, you may have a longer wait than the people who come on last. Does that make it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So Abby, I watched someone do that and it looked really hard, and spoke to some people from the team. They said it was the hardest of 6 tests. And if you fail one, pass the rest, then what happens? Like we said, it's not the be all and end all. Okay. So the standards are there and we expect you to meet those standards because those standards are set as a minimum. Okay. So those are the minimum requirements that we'd expect you to be meeting in order to fully be able to take an active part in the apprenticeship program. The apprenticeship program is hard. You will be doing PT nearly every other day. And if you are successful and go through the apprenticeship scheme, you will be the fittest you have been in a long time. Okay, it is really hard. Abby, yes, it is the hardest out of the 6 tests. Okay, this is one that tends to catch people out. The ones that catch people out are the ladder climb by people not listening and doing what they want and not doing what the instructors say. The confined space. Some people, it's just not for them. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It isn't for everyone. Sometimes some people put the mask on and that's it. They fall to pieces. Okay, it's just something that you might have to train yourself to overcome. Okay, but it's not something that can't be overcome. And the equipment run, yes, Abby, it's the hardest test. Okay, it's there to push you, but like I said, give it all your effort. Told to pick it up a little bit, pick it up a little bit. Okay, as long as you're reacting to what the instructor's saying, you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, Abby, has that answered your question? Just a thumbs up or?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, okay. Abby, if you've any concerns at all, honestly, if you contact your local fire stations, okay, the guys and girls at local fire stations are more than happy to accommodate you, okay? They'll set things up for you, okay? They'll give you a chance to practice hose running and things if you like. The more commitment that you show, okay, all this gets fed back to our headquarters, okay? If you're putting the effort in to go out to the stations and meet the crews and put yourselves out there, it all comes back to the training department and it all gets heard of. It all makes you look good. Okay, it shows that you're showing willing. Does that answer your questions? Yeah, Callum?
Just going off that, what you were saying about contacting a local station, I'm
Yeah.
going to be down in County Durham next weekend because it's my long weekend off from work, and I was wondering if like if I contacted one of the stations where I'm staying, would they be able to set up a drill or something like that for me?
They wouldn't be able to set up a drill, but they'll be able to introduce like hose running, things like that, show you around the station, and even maybe having to go at the fireground fitness test. Okay, so the one that you've just seen. Which is the station that you're thinking of?
Consett, because that's where my other half's from.
Right, okay. Just give the station a call, okay? Ask to speak to one of the watch or crew managers. Find out who's on that day, okay? And just make arrangements, okay? If they've got nothing on, okay, I'm sure they'll accommodate you. If you've got a training course or something up at the training centre, they might not be able to, but I'm sure they'll make plenty of efforts for you to get down and stuff, okay? Everyone's more than accommodating in the fire service. If you show the commitment to the fire service, the people in the fire service will show the commitment back. Okay. We've got another couple of questions there, hands up. So I can only see Abby's on mine, Jamie.
Yeah, there's Glenn W. got his hand up as well.
Right, okay. So Glenn, if you want to put your mic on, ask your question, mate.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, lovely, thank you. So I live in London at the minute, and I know you probably can't speak to the LFB, but do you think they would be accommodating? Because I know they're really stressed and busy all the time. I don't think they'd appreciate me rocking up, being all, can I have a look at your hoses? So I'm not sure if that'd be okay. Do you think it would be?
It should be, yes.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in London are you based, Glenn? Just because
I'm in northwest London, in Wembley.
Because I know someone who works down London as well, so I can try and speak to them. But they should be more than accommodating.
Lovely. Yeah.
Providing as long as you explain to them just that you're looking at joining the fire service, you've been informed about the role-related tests, you just want to try and get an insight in them. Although London is an extremely busy service, you still look to accommodate as best you can.
Thank you for that. I'll do that then. Thank you so much. Cheers.
No problem.
Thank you.
Abby, go on then, fire away again.
Monday, I was at Consett Fire Station, because I had to ring up and obviously look for to go in and get inside of it all.
Okay.
And they said that you could ring up and ask to like go in and do like get some practice in.
Yep.
So on Tuesday, I rang up and I'm still waiting for a phone call back from them to actually go in and
Oh,
like do
so-
some practice to get used to it.
Yeah. So I can't comment for each of the watchers, but when you spoke to someone, it might have been their first day shift and they might have gone on to annual leave or something. Okay. Can you remember the name of the person who you spoke to?
He didn't tell us his name, but he said he took my name and my number, and he said he was gonna ask one of the night shift people, and
Yeah.
then get back to us.
What
Right,
day were
okay.
you speaking to them, Abby?
Tuesday afternoon.
Yesterday, wasn't it? Green Watch. Right.
Very much, yeah.
So they're on night shift tonight. If you want to contact them again tonight, Abby, it'll be the same shift on now.
Don't worry about you thinking, oh, I'm being a pest or anything like that. Okay. Don't think that at all. It won't look bad on you at all. Okay. Just get on at them. All right. Just say, I want to come down. I want to get involved. Okay. So yeah, the person that you spoke to, they might have been detached out to a different station, and they might just have your phone number still in the pocket and stuff. Well, they won't have because it's a GDPR guidelines. They'll store it securely if they've got it.
But they should be on shift tonight if you want to try and recontact them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just try
I will
again.
try.
Okay. Yeah, some people take a bit of pestering, just like any job, but just badger them. Okay, beat them down to submission. Anything
Any
else,
more
guys?
questions? No. So just a little bit obviously about what the day consists of, everyone. Obviously you've seen what the tests are now. Just some of the expectations from what will be expected of you yourselves. Just key thing is just be prepared. Make sure you're on time. That's imperative in the fire service, maintaining that time management. Take water bottles, refreshments with you as well. Obviously, it's going to be a hard day when you are doing them tests, so get plenty of refreshments on board. So make sure you've got the proper PT case, any paperwork that's been emailed to yourselves as well. Make sure all that's there, as well as some ID as well.
Just make sure that when you get like your joining instructions for the day, that you have everything that you need, and that you are there on time, you're fully hydrated, and you've had a decent meal, but you haven't filled yourself up with a Wetherspoons breakfast or something like that. Because the last thing we want to be doing is cleaning your breakfast off the drill yard. Okay. But yeah, just come and if you can, try and enjoy the day. All right. It's a good experience. All right. Although it's very formal. Okay. You can still ask questions on the day. Okay. Come and show us your personality. Okay. We don't want robots. Okay. We want people who've got personality and that are going to chat to us and things. All right. So just be respectful, but just shows your personality at the same time.
Just remember to listen to what you're told to as well. Everybody happy with what we've gone through tonight?
Yes.
Any other
Yes.
questions?
It's been very helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, myself, Matt Potter, and Jamie Smith were at the training centre full time. If you need to ask any further questions that you think you get off the call, you go, oh damn, I wish they'd have asked them that. All right, just give us a call at the training centre, okay, or drop us an email. Our emails will be on the service website. Okay, just get in touch with us. We're more than happy to accommodate you. Like I say, we are busy in training. We're really busy. And like I say, I've got a good insight at the moment working with our current cohort of apprentices. Is there anything about the wider apprenticeship scheme that you want to ask around?
You've got a question there. Carla, do you want to ask your question?
Yeah, so I just wanted to check. I've got a visit to a training centre on Monday booked in, which is very exciting. Thank you very much. And I just wanted to know what the breakdown of that would be in terms of having a go at some of the tests and also sort of general overview, that kind of thing, please.
Who's your point of contact?
I think it was Andy. Shall I just double check that?
You can do.
2 seconds.
Anyone else any questions while Carla's finding
Completely
that?
wrong. Joe.
Oh, Joe Asprey.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. No, that's fine. Then. Yeah. So Joe will show you around the centre. Okay. Joe's our health and fitness advisor. Okay, so he looks after all our physical and mental well-being in the service. Joe's a good guy. He does support Newcastle, unfortunately. Sorry, Jamie. So, but no, yeah. Joe will show you around. He knows his stuff, and he knows the requirements of what you need to get to where you are. He'll see you in the right direction. Likewise, if anybody else is struggling, I know Abby, you said that you didn't feel that you were fit enough at certain points. Okay, get in touch with Joe, and Joe will be able to guide you in the right direction a little bit more than I can in how to train for the tests. Anything else, guys?
That's wonderful. Thank you.
No problem.
Just so you're all aware as well, we've been told that this video will be getting put online as well at some point, so you can review it again if you want to watch it.
Glenn, you got a question there?
Yeah, sorry to drag on. Carla's, it's all right. Carla's just said she booked some session at the training centre.
Yeah.
Is that something that you actually do? Because I didn't know about that.
So we have our positive action days and things, but it's open to everyone. Okay. If you want to get in touch with Joe Asprey, our health and fitness advisor, and arrange to come up and have a look around the training centre, even through us, the trainers, just get in touch with reception, ask them to put you through to the trainers or to Joe, and we can make arrangements.
All right, lovely, because I could just get the train up, so that'd be sick. Thank you for that. Cheers.
Yeah. It's an open invitation to absolutely anybody. If we can accommodate you, we will do. We have 8 trainers in the department. Okay, we have Joe, our health and fitness advisor, and we have Cheryl and Paul, who are leads on the apprenticeship scheme. Any one of those will be happy to show you around the centre and answer any of the questions on a one-to-one basis. Any more questions? No? Awesome. Right. Thank you for attending tonight. I'm fully aware we've run over a little bit. Some of those of you that joined late, if you've missed any of these stations and you'd like a recap, speak up now, okay? And we can cover those. If anybody just wants to get away, they've seen all the stations, they've got no questions to ask, then I'll see you at the training centre on the role-related tests, hopefully.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for your time tonight, guys. I'll hang around for a couple of minutes for those who came late. And like I said, if you want to go any of the over any of the stations, feel free.
Good luck on the next
It
one.
would be really useful. Oh, sorry.
No, go on. Yeah, go on, Carla.
It'd be useful to see the video first because I actually logged in on audio for the first thing because my internet wasn't working. So I heard the first video, but it was nowhere near watching it. So if I could, I'm happy to watch it on the recording though. But if you can just flip it on for a couple of minutes, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
I can flip it on now. Yeah, okay. So did you see the other 5 stations?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, guys, if you've seen all the stations, okay, you don't have to watch the video again. You don't have to listen to me anymore. Enjoy your night, and like I say, we'll see you at the training centre sometime.
Good luck, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So we'll just wait on Jamie, see if nobody else has missed out.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Okay. So, Carla, the first test was which is the first test? Well, the casualty drag. If you want to unmute your mic, Carla, you can do now. There's not many people here. We can just have a free conversation now. Likewise, Kai and Shannon, if you want to unmute your mics, we can just chat.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to get the video back up. you won't want to listen to my dulcet tones again, so I'll spare you the introduction. Did you get an introduction from us? Because obviously you were a little bit late, so.
Me. Oh, I was just on the audio. I think I came on at 2 minutes past, so I got the kind of the most of the thing, but
you got our introductions. You got who I am and who Jamie is.
Actually, I think only Jamie thinking about it, because sorry, but I've stumbled now, Matt. So
that's fine. Okay, so my name is Matt Potter. I'm a crew manager in the training department. I'm leading alongside the watch manager at the moment with our current cohort of apprentices, so cohort 5. I'm heavily involved with those, so we will take them from day 1 right through to hopefully when they pass all their risk critical courses, and I will be involved with the recruitment and the testing of cohort 6.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay. Right, so the casualty drag, you got the explanation of it, yeah? So you heard us talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll just play the video for you. Is that on screen now?
It is, thank you.
Okay, I'll just play the video for you, and then I'll ask you just ask any questions at the end.
Thank you.
No. So that's the test there, Carla. The other firefighter behind, that will be like your safety officer or one of the other instructors, and they will just have the hand on your back like that and just guiding you around.
Can I just check something? Because I was lucky enough to be at Durham Fire Station last week, and they let me have with a few other of the positive actions, and we were allowed to have a go at that ourselves.
Yes.
And I had my hands underneath the. Admittedly, it didn't have a handle on, but I had my hands underneath the mannequin's arms, and I felt like I was lifting it a bit higher. I've just seen that video, and they're actually a bit lower. Could you just confirm with me what's the best height to be dragging that mannequin at?
Yes. So that test, that video that you just saw there, that is the actual dummy that we will be using as well, and it has a carry handle on it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will not be doing the full casualty drag, as in under the arms. You will be holding it by the handle, and you will be dragging it around there.
Okay, so that would be the test. Okay, because the one in the station, I'm sure they said it was 55 kilograms, the one that I had my hands under last week.
Yes. So if you just look at your screen now, you can see how he's got his hands on a carry handle at the back of the dummy.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the exact same dummy that you will be using. Okay. Yeah. So you don't have to lift it right up. So although the camera is 55 kilos or 50 kilos, I think some of the stuffing's fallen out of ours, you won't have to lift it right up to chest height. You will literally just drag it. So you will be moving, you will be moving 55 kilos or 50 kilos, but you won't be picking it right up.
Okay, that's even better then. That's wonderful. Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with, Carla?
No, I'm really excited. Everything I've seen so far has been wonderful. Thank you.
It's a brilliant career, honestly. It really is. It's the best job in the world.
I really believe you. The absolute passion that's coming from everybody that I spoke with, and when I was at the Durham station, and the energy that came from them, and I was lucky enough, one of the apprentices that was just about to graduate, she was talking to me, and not just me, the group, and everybody loves it, and it's just made me just I came out and I felt like I was hyped up, like I had an energy drink. I was so buzzing for it. So hopefully
that's we want people with passion for the job. That's what we're after. Like I say, if you show that passion on the day, it'll show through. All right, and we can see it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything so far. And we look forward to seeing you all at the training centre on Monday.
No problem. We'll see you on Monday.
Yes.
Good luck.
I will be with our current batch of apprentices.
Yeah.
If you pop over and say hello, feel free. Okay.
I would absolutely love to. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks a lot. And thanks for everything. Cheers then.
Good luck.
Is
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.
Are you okay? No. Right, mate. I think that's us.
Great. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good
Bye.
luck.
Carla, cheers. See you Monday.
Cheers.
Right, Jamie.